Hey, what's up guys, I'm Alphaexgames, and today I'm talking about Master Duel. It's been out since mid-January, and since then I've been playing pretty consistently. I just wanted to make a quick video to talk to you guys about why I think it's a good step in the right direction for Konami, but at the same time why it's currently losing me. So I do want to start out the video by being positive. Between playing this game on Steam and playing it on Switch, I have garnered a total of 166 hours of playtime. So it's pretty safe to say that I do enjoy playing this game. I mean, you don't accidentally spend that much time playing something you don't like. I feel like what puts Master Duel over the other duel simulators out there like EDO Pro and Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega is the fact that there's a sense of progression when you're playing. You see, you earn points after every duel you play, which will sometimes net you gems and legacy card packs, which I'll come back to a bit later. Something else that I really enjoy about Master Duel is the fact that when you play certain monster cards, you can get a custom animation. Now, these look really awesome, but my only gripe with that is that some cards don't have animations when they should. Like, for instance, if you play a card like Ancient Gear Golem, which was prominent during the GX era, you won't get a custom animation. But if you'll play a card like Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, which is another card in the archetype, that has a custom animation. And I don't know, something about that seems kind of backwards to me. But, you know, maybe it's just me. I enjoy how we can customize our player icons and our card sleeves and our duel mats, and we can have a little duel monster as a mate. Like, all that stuff is really cool to me, and it goes a long way. I'm not sure if I'm alone in this, but playing this game in the first week of launch was something really special. Mainly because it was so early on to the point where not everyone had the cards they wanted yet, so you had people scrambling to build decks out of basically nothing. That means you had people running copies of Fisher, and you had, a lot of people running normal trap cards like Mirror Force and Magic Cylinder. Like, it felt like classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Like playground Yu-Gi-Oh! Almost, and like, that was really cool. Too bad that didn't last for too long, because once everyone got gems, they started making their shit they have in the TCG. And yeah, it was bound to happen, but I really wish that time period kind of lasted a bit longer. After a while, people just started running, you know, things that were meta, I guess, in Master Duel. People started running Skill Drain and shit, and fucking 100 copies of Max C, and yeah, it became that. But I guess this kind of helps me segue into my issues with Master Duel. And I guess the first thing that I could kind of mention is the fact that we still don't have best of threes yet. Which is really weird for me to say because I feel like this is something the game should have launched with. I feel like part of the fun of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is being able to adapt to whatever deck you're up against. So that's why in a match system, if you lose game 1, then you have a chance to side deck and prepare yourself for game 2. And then vice versa if your opponent loses game 1 or goes into game 2. And sure, like, this doesn't need to be unranked. I would like if it was, but it doesn't have to be. At the very least, have it be in duel rooms. There's no reason why after you finish dueling your friend once, you have to go back into the table and then ready back up to go back into another duel, instead of just going into game 2 directly after game 1. That shit is so redundant to me. Having a best of 3 option would fix that, yet it's not here. And to be honest, I don't think they're gonna add it. I really don't. And that's gonna suck. Speaking of duels, why in the world is there 8 minutes per turn? Why do we need that much time? We're Yu-Gi-Oh! Players! We can't read! We're not using that time! There is no reason a person can give me to justify this. There is no reason why, turn 1, this Exodia player is going through their entire deck, taking all the time they need to get all 5 pieces in their hand, and just win the game without me doing anything. That shit is dumb. Oh, you could say, oh, well, you know, run some hand traps, or, you know, have more negations. Okay, and what if I don't have any in my hand? That means the only thing I can sit here is just watch them go through their entire 40 or 50 card fucking deck to find all 5 pieces and not lose the game. And it's even funnier if you're going against somebody with a burn deck. You brick turn 1, well, turn 2 they're gonna burn you for 8,000 damage. Like, come on. Like, I understand if you're new to the game and you don't really know what your cards do. Like, that I can semi-understand, even though you shouldn't be playing ranked at that point. But yeah, I get it. But I feel like a lot of these people would just be trolling, and yeah, haha, it's funny or whatever, but come on now. If you ask me, I think the time limit should be cut in half. It should be 4 minutes instead of 8. Even that is kind of pushing it, because I still feel like 4 minutes is too much. I just need anything less than 8 minutes, because that's way too much for this game. Another issue I have, kind of on the small side, are the legacy packs. Now, what exactly is the point of these? Like, I really don't know. Like, I would imagine that they plan on adding other formats in the game, but they aren't here yet. They have the NR Festival coming soon where you can only use N and R cards in your deck, but typically, how many of these Legacy Pack cards are you going to be using in that? Let's be honest. It wouldn't be so bad if they could be dismantled, but they can't, so they just kind of build up space in your card inventory. And if you pull a UR, then you can't dismantle that for a card you actually want. Seems like a waste to me. I guess the last point to make is the fact that when you're ranking up, you don't really have much incentive to aim for higher ranks since you don't really get many gems. Like, why exactly do you get more when you hit Platinum Tier 5 instead of Platinum Tier 1? The reward for Platinum Tier 5 is 200 gems, while the reward for Platinum Tier 1 is 100. What? What's even the point in trying to make it that high? But I digress. Here are some changes that I think they should add to Master Duel to make it a, I guess, overall more enjoyable experience. First and foremost, they should have casual matches. Yeah, I know you can invite your friends to play with you in Duel Room, but I mean actual casual matches where you play against randoms. If I'm testing out a new deck, like, I don't know, Grand Maju or something, I don't want to hop on ranked and get my ass beat by fucking a Tri-Brigade or a Lyrilisk. I think a casual matchmaking system separate from Duel Room would be pretty fun to have. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, the time limit can be cut in half. We don't need 8 minutes. I think that's kind of ridiculous. Another thing that they can add are more sets. This game has been out for 3 months now, and we don't have any single new card sets in here. I think that could change. The inclusion of best of threes and side decking would be nice. And lastly, a longer duel pass. I don't know about you guys, but the duel pass kind of flew by for me. I completed it within the first 2 or 3 weeks-ish. It didn't really take that long, and I know a lot of people completed it pretty quickly too. In fairness, I kind of no-lifed it, so that also kind of helps. But yeah, so a longer duel pass would be nice to have as well. Yeah, guys, that's overall my gripes with Master Duel currently. I still think it's a fun game that has flaws. If you're a person who's never played Yu-Gi-Oh before, then I definitely recommend you try it out, at least for the one time. It's free. And if you're a person who played the game in the past but stopped, then I think this might be a good entry point once again. Playing solo mode gives you an idea of how to play and some good decks to use starting out, so I definitely recommend doing that. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video and agree with anything I had to say, then please tell me down in the comment section and give the video a thumbs up, and all the stuff you people do. With that said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.